Hi, this is Kimberly from Are You Awakening, here with another question. And this one today is about why is it taking so long for the things I'm requesting to manifest? And that's a really good question. Welcome to Earth. Yeah. We created Earth with some guidelines. And those guidelines include the physical aspect, where we've slowed down energy enough to make ourselves look solid. And it also included time. And time is just the slowing down of what is truly instantaneous into little frames, just like on a film. And so we're watching these little frames one by one. We're making choices with each frame, which we're already doing. We just slowed it down so that we could view the process. Because in our natural state, we want something and boom, it's right there. Well, that's fun. I mean, yeah, wouldn't that be fun? No, it really wouldn't. Think about that on Earth. I want this. Okay, here it is. I want this. Okay, here it is. You get bored. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Say it. No, Kimberly, I wouldn't get bored. There would be so much fun. Okay, keep saying it. Keep thinking about getting every single thing you want right now, right now, right now. You'd be bored. And so on Earth, we added that time aspect so that we could slow down that manifestation process. And once we do that, we can enjoy the process of making those choices and doing things that would get us closer to our manifestation, experiencing things, deciding who we are during all of those situations. That's why we did that, so that we could experience the delay. Now, that was an older energy, and that was back when we experienced way more polarity than we do now. So now with our new energy, we're starting to unite. There are more people waking up. There are more people understanding that we're all one. Those of us who are awakening are understanding that we've been fed an awful lot and told a lot of things that really aren't true. Like, you have to wait, or anything you want requires hard work, or you can't have everything you want. These were things that were taught to us as kids. Well, shit, nuh-uh, that's not true. It never was true, but we all wanted to live under those guidelines for a while to experience it. And now, as the Earth is ascending and we're waking up, we're understanding unity, we're understanding that we are all perfect aspects of the source and completely creative in every way. We don't have to follow those guidelines anymore, okay? So don't if you don't want to. Now, does that mean that you're going to get everything you want right now? No, probably not, because those belief systems are pretty deep, and there are some collective guidelines that are still in place for those people who are not quite ready. But it does mean that you can significantly decrease that delay if you want to. And I mean significantly. From what used to take years can now take hours. For me, sometimes it's minutes, which, guess what? I really have to think about what I'm sending out, right? Yeah, I've created some shit storms for myself based on that. So in a way, that delay will benefit you if you're not quite clear on what your intentions are. So remember that Earth slows things down, and we chose it that way. And also remember that as soon as you sent out that desire, it was there. The only thing that's happening is you're resisting its being there, and that's because of the guidelines of Earth. So now that's the part that you work on, the resistance part. What am I resisting? What am I sending? Are these belief systems keeping this thing from happening? So remember that it's already there. You're just needing to release that resistance. So what do you do to decrease this time frame? Well, you keep yourself joyous. You keep yourself doing things that you love to do. For me, it's motorcycles or shooting at a circle at a firing range. Oh, here's a good one. Here, and I saved this for you. All right, here. So here's something I did while I was waiting. I drew an extraterrestrial. Yeah. So if you're awakening and you haven't explored into the extraterrestrial part, pay attention to the faces that show up, because chances are this guy might be there, and he went away after I drew him. But it took a while for me to accept that this was something that was actually kind of fun. All right. Oh, here's one more. I got one more. This guy, very happy to be drawn. Oh yeah, he's like, come on, let's do this. So I drew him, and it kept myself busy. And while I was doing that, I was I was getting downloads. I was getting things from source, from my higher self that were saying, do this, or maybe you should do this, or this is fun, maybe you should try this. And all of it led me towards what I was looking for. It's when you let your guard down that makes the difference, right? And doing these silly things or whatever. You can cook, you can bake a pie. I cannot bake a pie, but you can bake a pie. Okay, and here's one more. I made a gnome cube. I made a gnome cube. I got a little gnome, I got a little house, I got trees, I got grass. I made a cube. It took me like literally all day. It took me a long time. But during that time, I got all sorts of information about what makes me happy. And keeping myself busy like that lets down my guard, and it allows the things in that I'd been resisting. Those ideas, the opportunities. You know, all the good stuff comes to you when you're in the shower and you can't write it down, right? I mean, you know, when you sit there with your pencil and paper, you're like, oh, shit, I can't think of anything to write. It's when you're doing things. When you're doing things, that's when these ideas come to you. So keep yourself busy that way. Make sure it's joyous. It should not be an effort. Do things that are fun. If you're always following what you love to do, you're going to get what you want. And don't forget that you're creating all of this, including me. You created me. Look how good you are. Don't forget that you're creating all this and that you are creating what you want. It's just not visible to you right now because you chose to live under certain conditions. Well, you don't have to live under those conditions anymore. We're working on that as we ascend. You're ahead of the game. People are going to come to you and say, how come everything's always working for you? Why are you always abundant? Because I make gnome cubes. You don't have to make a gnome cube, but it was fun. And also don't forget to give thanks. Anytime you're in line, because we all wait for something. Thank the earth for something. Thank the universe for something. I got a pedicure yesterday. Thank you. Anything. Thank you for the beautiful red hair on that woman. I wish I had red hair like that. She must get her way all the time. Anything you can do to raise that frequency is going to get you closer to what you're looking for. All right? So go build a gnome cube or draw some extraterrestrials or go do whatever makes you happy. Make a pie and send it to me because I can't make pies. I'm pie impaired. Any questions that you have, please send them to Are You Awakening on Twitter. We're happy to answer them in a future video. And remember to always be you all the time. Love.